talk about metallic substances, I remember that these metallic substances are only in group 1, 2, and, like it occupies like 75% of the periodic table. The melting points of these metallic substances are very high sometimes. Look, iron is 2,800, iridium 2,400, and some of them are soft, like sodium, because they are in group 1. But we will discuss those properties later on, the properties of the periodic table. So what we have to consider when we're talking about metals are that they are only bonded between metals. In this case, all atoms are sharing electrons. So all atoms are giving away the electrons and they all become cations. So when all sodium atoms are trying to reach the octet, they all have to give out one electron because the electronic configuration of sodium is Na281. So they all want to get rid of this electron, but they cannot steal electrons from each other. They cannot share electrons between them. So the only chance that they have is just give out that electron and forget about electron. So when they do that, the sodium ions will have 2,8. Now, good. So we will have a metallic lattice of cations, and all those electrons that were given out by all the sodium atoms are now delocalized electrons that move throughout the lattice like a sea of electrons. And the electrons here are shown in red. Now, the third thing that you have to memorize, so this is the first thing, this is the second thing, and the third thing is that there is a strong electrostatic attraction between the cations because it is positive and the electrons because electrons are negative. So positive and negative, they attract each other. And that's why the metallic bond is very strong, because this is a very strong electrostatic attraction. Now, let's think about particles involved here. Particles involved are atoms. And when they give out the electrons, they become ions. And there is a very strong electrostatic attraction. So now you can see that metals and ionic compounds, they have very strong electrostatic attraction, and that's why they have very high melting and boiling points. But covalent substances, these molecules have only weak electrostatic attraction between them. So that's why they have very low melting points. Now, do metals conduct electricity? The answer is obvious, they do. And they do it always when they are molten or in solid state. And what are the particles that are responsible of conduction? Are those free electrons that were moving like a sea of electrons. That's basically it.